Welcome back. Okay, we're gonna keep going. It looks like this is the geometric mean and we have the two pieces of mom's base, so we're gonna set that up like the other ones. And these two numbers, right? And hopefully you're learning, I'm gonna put the perfect first. So I gotta multiply these two numbers and 16 is a perfect. And I'm also thinking 84 has a perfect in it because it looks like a 4 goes in there, 4, right? So when I take 84 divided by 4, I get 21. And I know 21 divided by 3 is 7. And 3 and 7 are prime numbers, so that 21 is not perfect. So I have 16 times 84, but remember I could rewrite 16 times 84 is the same thing as 4 times 21. 4 times 21, and perfects go first because they're perfect. So I want to put the 16 and then 18 is the same as 4 times 21. Now let's take the square root of everything on the left and everything on the right, and we get 4 times 2 times the square root of 21. So instead of writing just 4 times 2, we'll go ahead and put 8, and that'll be our final answer. What if we went straight to our final answer? We would have taken this x squared is 16 times 84. So x squared is 13344. So our answer would have been the square root of 1344. And these two are the same thing. This is just in simplified radical form. Cool. All right. Ooh, this one's neat. Okay, so the altitude's 12, but we can still order the baby. And again, use your strategy if you're having trouble keeping track. We'll do the order least to greatest. And this one's obviously less, the 12. And so notice the geometric mean showed up in the same location, but instead of it being an x, it's actually a number. So we have a 16. So we're going to cross multiply to solve. So we have 16 times x and 12 times 12. All right. And so we could rewrite this, 144. And then we could rewrite this. Just 16s go away. So what is 144 divided by 16? We get 9. Good job, guys. All right. Now here, we get the same kind of thing. The geometric mean goes here and here in the formula, ordering the sides least to greatest. And then the two sides of the hypotenuse go here and here. Again, you also could think of it as ordering the sides of the baby, least to greatest, small and medium, and then the teen, small, medium. So we get 64 times x is equal to 48 times 48. Beautiful. All right, now let's turn it to the back. Okay, so now this is going to take things are getting a little different back here, but I'm going to use the same method. I have the small side of the baby and the hypotenuse of the baby, right? And when I look at the mom, I have the small side of the mom is 60 and the hypotenuse of the mom, which is x. So just the strategy I showed you earlier, I can just order corresponding sides. So let's do that. On the baby, small side 36, hypotenuse 60. On the mom, small side 60, hypotenuse x. This is going to work great. We can just cross multiply to solve. So 36 times x is equal to 60 times 60. Beautiful. Let's do the next one. Okay, teen. So on the teen here, it looks like I know the medium side and the hypotenuse. And on the mom, it also looks like, I don't know the small side, but I know the medium side and the hypotenuse. I know something about it. So let's set it up the same way. Medium on the teen, 33. Hypotenuse on the teen, 7 times the square root of 33. Now with the mom, medium side of the mom, 7 times the square root of 33. Hypotenuse of mom, x. Beautiful. So let's multiply these things and pay special attention to how we would do this. So 33 times x, and this is 7 times the square root of 33 times another 7 times another square root of 33. Now we learned back in, I think even elementary school, the order of multiplying doesn't matter. So I could take 2 times 5 times 2 times 7 in any order, and I'm still going to get the same. It doesn't matter if you move around. That's called a commutative property. So I'm going to move these around. 7 times 7 is 49, right? The square root of 33 times the square root of 33 is just plain old 33. Okay. Now let's copy what's on the left side of the equation and divide 33 by both sides. Now we notice that this would just cancel, but some students kind of struggle with this, so I'll kind of 49 times 33 is 1617. And then when I divide by 33, I should just get the 49. Yep, so x is 49. Good job. All right, let's do number 11. What do we got here? Okay, it looks like we have, maybe these are equal in length, but we have a small side and a hypotenuse. And this, I don't know which one's the baby and the teen. Maybe it's twin teenagers. And then on the mom, I have this medium or smaller side and the hypotenuse. So let's set this up. The baby, 24, and hypotenuse, baby's hypotenuse. And then on the mom, I have the leg and the hypotenuse, right? So leg and hypotenuse. So let's cross multiply to solve. So hopefully on that last question, you kind of picked up on the fact I'm going to do 14 times the square root of 6 times another 14 times the square root of 6. And when we multiply, order doesn't matter. So let's recopy this down. This one will just be 14 times 14. And the square root of 6 times the square root of 6 is just plain old 6. Okay, so let's calculate this. 14 times 14 times 6 is 1176. Divide by 24, we get 49. Good job, guys. What do we got here? Well, it looks like on our altitude, they gave us. That's nice. So on the baby, you can order the side least to greatest, right? Smallest on the baby is 13. Then the medium is 6 times the square root of 13. Then on the teen here, the small side's this one, and the medium side. And let's cross multiply to solve. So 13x, 6 times 6. Now I keep changing the order, so hopefully you're picking up on that. I can write them down in a different order if that's okay. So I've got 6 times the square root of 13 times the square root of 13. So I have 36 times, and that would just be plain old 13. All right. So 468 is equal to 13x, and when I divide 13 on both sides, I get 36. Good job, guys. Okay, let's take a look at 13. So I have the small side of baby, the hypotenuse of baby, the small side of mom, and oh, finally it came up. I need the hypotenuse of mom, but remember the hypotenuse of mom is x plus 36. Okay, so algebraically it'll look a little different, but strategy-wise it's the same. So I'm going to order the baby least to greatest, small 36, hypotenuse 60, and then the mom, small side of the mom 60, hypotenuse x plus 36. Okay, so we're going to have to distribute here. So we get 36 times this stuff. And then on the other side, just 60 times 60. Okay, so I'm just going to distribute here. And subtract on both sides. And let's see what we get. 64. Good job, guys. Make sure you can see that. All right. What do we got here? Oh, if the whole thing's X and they cut off the 64, this has to be X after they cut off the 64. That's kind of what we talked about, right? That's how I'd figure that out. But let's see if it even matters, right? So if I look here in the teen, right? Small side 48, medium side 64. I can't do that with the mom. I don't know the small and the medium. So I actually think figuring this out, that if you walked X miles and that was 64 blocks, this is just whatever, how many total blocks minus the 64 would be what's left over. Yeah, so we can set this up like an altitude problem like we've been doing. Order the sides, least to greatest, least middle, right? This is the smallest side, then 48. And then on the teen, that's the small side, and that's medium. Small side, medium, right? Now let's cross multiply to solve. So we get 64 and 48 times 48. Let's distribute. Beautiful. I am okay if you go ahead and skip these last four. Great job, guys. See you tomorrow.